is a giant. Look at this fish. That is awesome. That is a big walleye. Next up, Dan Chesky and I pull into Mille Lake for a day of smallmouth bass fishing. These fish fight as hard as any species, and coming off the spawn, they're ready to eat. John Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Alumacraft Boats and Lindy Fishing Tackle. There's one, Danny.
Oh, all right.
Look at that.
Nice. Oh yeah.
That's how you like to start, right there.
That's a rod bender.
Yeah, that's one thing about these smallmouth, doggone it, they fight. You know, I mean, they just, when they get going. One thing though, this one here, he hit it and I watched him hit it and then he hit it a second time. And that's the thing. When you're fishing minnows, they'll hit it a second time, but one of the things you'll notice, I mean, I'm not working real hard to get him here in a hurry because this fish is so strong.
Yeah.
And once they're hooked, you've actually got to take it fairly easy because there he is. I'm going to just bring him over here. Good fish to start.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'll work.
Look at a chunky little guy.
That'll
Look at him.
work.
Oh, sorry about that, bud. But there you go. But one of the things you got to do right there is you just got to take your time, because even that fish, and this one's not a giant. I mean, we're going to get bigger fish today, but that one there, he is so powerful. I mean, you can see what he's doing.
No, he was.
You know, he's on the move.
Oh yeah.
That's a great fish to start. Hey, I'm out fishing today with Dan Chesky from Dan's Southside Marine. We're going to talk a little bit about boats. We're going to talk a little bit about fishing. We're going to show you how to do this bite, because this is a fun bite. It's something you're going to want to go do. And we're going to tell you a little bit about Dan's dealership.
I've never trolled for him like this.
That's fun stuff right there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's find another one. There's the start.
Yep. All right, John, we got one. We got one. Oh, and this one's pulling the drag right out of the get-go.
I'm going to slow down a little bit. That looks like a big fish. Yeah, just stay on them. Stay bent. You know, you can tell the difference. Yeah, stay bent on them. You can always tell the difference between the walleyes and the smallmouth. This fish, you can tell that's a smallmouth.
Yep.
Because he's more violent with everything. You can see right there, he was swimming at you and now he's turned, you know?
Yeah, he's
looks like a good fish.
All the way.
The other thing I'll tell you we did here, and this is one of those weather change things. Yeah, stay with him, he's coming toward you. This is one of those weather change things. This pass, Dan and I talked about it coming along. We've actually now gone shallower. We're up into 9. I've been spending a lot of time in 11, 12 feet. But with the weather, you know what? At a certain point, you just have to say, are these fish up shallower? So what we did is just made a little adjustment, about a foot, foot and a half in depth. And incidentally, when you make that adjustment in depth with the boat, you don't really worry about any big adjustments with where you're throwing your line. I mean, we're just casting back and we're pulling, and we're actually pulling 2 to 3 feet off the bottom. If he wants to come over here, go with him. Yep, you just go wherever he wants to go, because that's a big fish. Yep, I'm gonna get on the other side of you. If he wants to come back, go with him. Got a big fish. Yeah, okay, where's he gonna go?
Oh, he's going out.
Okay, a little more, got him. Oh, nice fish, Danny.
Beautiful.
Look at that, that's what we're after today. You know, I mean, when I told you were gonna get some big smallmouth, here, I want you to hold him up. Just grab him right there. Look at that.
That's the fish right there, baby.
That's the fish. But here's the deal, little adjustments, right? I mean, we just come up a little bit shallower, you know, make a little change here and there, and it can make all the difference in the world. Look at that. That's a giant fish, man. Good fish, my friend. Today we are pulling 1/16 ounce black and chartreuse Lindy jigs with sucker minnows, holding them 2 to 3 feet above the bottom at about 1 mile per hour. We're fishing 9 to 12 feet of water, and it's early June with clouds and occasional showers giving way to partly cloudy skies with light winds. Couple of different minnows we're using today. A lot of guys use shiners, but one of the things I'll tell you is that I'm a firm believer in minnows that can stay alive longer and stay active down there, because even though we're pulling along at anywhere between 1 to 1.3 miles per hour, That minnow's down there swimming. If you put a shiner back there, he's just gonna pull. So creek chubs and suckers, they're active minnows. And on that 16th ounce jig, they're down there fighting, but it'll grab that smallmouth or the walleye's attention. Heck of a lot better if you're using a minnow like that because it's running around down there. John Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors. There's one.
Oh, nice,
look at
John.
That. Oh boy. That's what it's all about right here though. Just getting out and bending a rod. And I just love this smallmouth fishing in the spring and fall. Okay, Danny, I'm getting close. You might want to start getting ready here. He'll make a run, so we'll just kind of wait until we got him up and where he's settled down a little bit. It's a big fish. Now we're fishing fish that are off the beds. We're fishing that 7 to 12 feet of water, and these fish are done on the beds. There he is. Okay, I'm gonna bring him slow here. Oh, look at this one. Oh my gosh. Got him. Oh boy. Look at this one. Look at this. This is a monster small. Look at that. But you can see, I mean, when you look at this fish, it's spawned out, it's done. This big female's done on the bed, and this is such a fun way to catch them on light tackle. Look at that. That is a giant
black
fish.
Belly, red eyes.
Look at that. What a beautiful smallmouth bass. Holy smokes, man. Let's get that one back in the water.
That was worth the fight.
Oh, man, was that fun. Look at that. Hooked up, my friend.
Nice.
He's getting over your way. We'll see what happens here. I don't think he's a giant, but he's a pretty good one.
He's a fighter.
Man, they're fun.
They are a blast.
You know, and I'll tell you, the equipment you need to do this isn't specialized. What I'm using right here is my Lindy rig setups.
Exactly.
I mean,
nothing
anybody,
special.
Yeah, anybody can go do it. I mean, I'm a pretty simple fisherman. I'm looking for that simple stuff that I can go do. And this is one of them. I mean, just being able to go out, throw a minnow on a jig over the back of the boat and catch fish like we're catching.
This is awesome. I've never fished bass like this before.
It's fun, isn't it?
It is. Oh man, he's a pig.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I'm just going to take my time, try to, oh yeah, it's a good one. Okay, coming to you. Go get him. Good fish. But yeah, you want to talk about simple. Look at that. I mean, we've caught,
that's a beaut.
A bunch of really nice fish.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about simple though. If you've got a boat, preferably an Alumacraft from Dan's.
Yeah.
If you've got a boat at home, you can go out, grab that Lindy rig rod, grab some Lindy jigs, and go do this. I mean, it's that easy. Stop and pick up some chubs, and you can be cruising along catching fish like that. I mean, that's a giant.
There's nothing wrong with that fish at all.
That's fun stuff, ain't it?
It's a riot.
Got him?
Yeah, I got him. He is live.
Good one, isn't it? Not yet. Look at that. Man, they're so strong.
They turn and go the other direction.
Got him.
Nice job, John.
I scooped him a little quicker than I normally would.
Woo!
Go ahead and hold him up. Show him to everybody.
I was worried about that
What
one.
an awesome fish.
That's a nice one.
That is another nice one. Man, what a day.
What a day is right.
This is the kind of bite anybody can go out and do. We talked about it earlier. Man, just, you know, get the stuff that you've already got in the compartments of your boat, go out and do it. Jump in the boat and go pull some jigs around. That's fun stuff. Man, I'll tell you what, it's always a ball when Dan and I get a chance to get together and do a little bit of fishing. And those smallmouth, how do you beat that? Before we go today, I want to tell you just a little more about Dan's Southside Marine. Dan's Southside Marine in Bloomington, Minnesota offers everything that the fisherman or recreational boater needs to get out on the water with family and friends. Dan's Southside features several pontoon brands as well as the Alumacraft boat lineup, with your choice of outboard power including Suzuki, Yamaha, and Honda. Since 1968, Dan's Southside Marine has offered sales, service, parts, accessories, winterizing, and storage solutions for the South Metro area. Dan Southside Marine is a family-owned dealership with a staff that brings decades of experience to each and every sale, giving you the peace of mind in knowing that they understand your boating needs. If you are in the market for a new or used boat, stop in and see the friendly team at Dan Southside Marine and let them get your family out on the water. As you can see, you name it, Dan Southside Marine can do it. Hey, thanks for tuning in this week, and be sure to be back next week for another great episode of John Thelen's Destination Fish. Closed captioning for John Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Formula Propeller. John Thelen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.